first got started, you were telling me about, you had the book that you were writing and all of that, and how
Right.
you've already been on this like self-development thing
Journey.
here, like during COVID.
Right.
And then once we got into like the worksheets, which is, like the first weeks are, that self-awareness and that spiritual awareness. And it's the week I call that is the master the power of habits for change. So like that's like the actual topics of those couple of weeks. And I remember you were saying, well, I've done a lot of work, but I haven't done this work. So how was it like going through like those self-awareness and spiritual awareness and really seeing like how your daily habits were supposed to really align with your spiritual values?
Yeah. So those worksheets, they were good because I feel like for some reason, whatever we were talking about that particular week, I was being tested on it like in real life. Like I do those worksheets, I think like Wednesday night, Thursday night, Tuesday night to try and get them over to you, but I was walking in it. So in trying to figure out how I respond to like issues of contention and strife within my family, for example, or how to communicate better, or how to like time management, I think was the number one like big thing for me because I waste so much time. So I think each of the worksheets really just pointed to it's like God cares about those things. God cares about the way I communicate with others. God cares about the way I manage my time. God cares about all these different things where I've been like, well, this is just me. I think we talked about this several times. I'm like, well, this is just me. And if God was trying to change that, I don't know what he's going to do with that, And it came to a point where it was like, wait, no, the Lord is trying to get me in alignment here. Like these things that I've been like, oh, it's just me. It's like, it's, embedded in me. This is the way I respond to things. I'm not changing. I think slowly but surely, raising awareness or having that heightened awareness through those worksheets led me to begin to submit and surrender all of that to the Lord. Not all at once, as you know, but like week after week, as I was being tested in each and every one of those areas, I had to be like, okay, Lord, like you have to take this. Show me the way I'm supposed to respond. Show me how to manage my time. I'm still working a lot of that out, but I think I have the tools, right, through those worksheets and how just even thinking and having that heightened awareness, but also I feel like a component of your worksheets was always thinking about how then to almost extrapolate it to life and build out that practical I don't know, template for like my calendar. I think I called it a purpose calendar.
Yeah.
And I was like, in that calendar, like I know even if Thomasina like does not stick to that calendar any week, I know it's there. And I know if I can get myself to a place to even acknowledge that, that it'll be good for me to actually start being in alignment with where I'm supposed to be going. I know one thing that I also learned was like about rest and thinking about the way that I manage me time and also like delegating and learning all of that. So I think it really just showed me who I was and why I kept on hitting a rut. Like I'm saying, I can't write this book. And it's just like, well, Thomasina, these are the 5 different things that you could probably work on. And it wasn't just like work on it and figure it out. It was very much Holy Spirit, like talking to me, showing me, giving me little situations where I had to work it out each and every time. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it started to show up like all the control that you try to have like in your life, like everywhere. There's
Right.
no time to see like you're trying to control your life. I need you to let God control your life.
Right.
And so like it was you were actually starting to see that though. I mean, you knew that you had a strong sense of yourself. You knew that whatever convictions you had that you were going to talk about it and say it, but
Yep.
like but I don't actually have to always do that. So talk about like how you were able to start to allow God to kind of control the narrative versus like you controlling the narrative.
Yeah, that was hard. I mean, just to give you a little bit backdrop there, I think for me, whenever I have a certain conviction about something, as in I see something, I think it's wrong, I'm gonna tell you about it. I'm gonna write a letter about it. I'm gonna like tell you and your mom about it. Like everyone's gonna hear and there's not gonna be an end to it. And I think even through I realize I have a thing about me that I want to control every piece of everything. I want to control the narrative. I want to control how people perceive me. I want to, it was just sort of like I had to be, have all of that like under my reign somehow. So when that began to be like not attacked is violent, but when that began to be attacked a little bit, I was like, Lord, you want what? Like, like, and it was like, wait, I have to hold my tongue there. Like, why would I do that? Like, I have something to say and I'm going to say it. And again, back to that surrender, like the Lord has made each and every one of us the way we are, but it still needs to be yielded to him. Right. Like, and I think that's what I began to learn, that I needed to be yielded to the Lord. Like, no matter how I felt, my anger might be justified in any situation, but to go and write books about it might not have been the way to go about it, because the Lord might have, something else, and how he might have wanted to work a different way. So really learning how to steward my words well, I think was a big thing for me, because I think I recognize maybe the power in my tongue, and therefore I always speak. But if that is not in alignment with what the Lord wants me to say, then that can wreak havoc in anybody's life. It can wreak havoc in my own life. So beginning to literally yield my tongue, I think was the first and foremost way I had to start thinking about releasing control to the Lord.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause